Hi, Ling. Pardon me. Guys, this is me trying to find the best view tonight because my AC is broken, and I don't. My my normal room that I film in is really hot, but I have a I have I have a window unit in this room in my bedroom. Welcome to my bedroom, everyone. I have a window unit in here. So I think I'm going to. I almost started on the bed, but I think that's too. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm trying to find a place to hook this up. My camera. Thank you, Lee. I'm gonna go get my dry erase board too. All right. Let's see if I can get this. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to go get my dry erase board. All right, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay, so hi. I I'm sorry that I have a little bit of a different setup tonight. It's because my AC broke, or yeah, my AC broke, and there is I have a window unit in this room, which and it feels much cooler in this room, but the only rooms that are actually a little bit cool is this room and the living room, and so I'm going to use this room as my studio. Oh, but I can't wait to use my new deck, the Seasons of the Witch. So that will be the special tonight, which I don't think I wrote that down, but uh hopefully you guys don't mind the different setup. And the bottom will be the now reading. I'm gonna put link. And thank you, Ling. How much is that in in dollars? I think I'm going to. Let's do this. It's 10. Great. Thank you. I wish I had some music playing. All right. Tuesday, my AC was fine. Monday it went out. My son figured out how to fix it. Then Tuesday, it was fine. And then Wednesday it went out. And then last night, my other son came and brought some units until we can get it repaired. So, we are in this room temporarily. So hopefully you can see everything all right. I don't have my fancy, I don't have any, special decor here. I have my fairy wings, which are pretty fancy in this room. But for now, this will be the decor. And okay, I'm gonna turn on my fan too. Stay cool. And maybe use the ladies' room before I continue. I don't know. I was just kind of like scrambling at last minute. Like, what do I do? What should I do? All right. So we're gonna use this the Lamas Oracle. That will be the special. And I think for our tarot, we'll use the crystal unicorn tarot, which is good for anything, love or anything else. Hey, Rainbow. So you guys let me know. I'm gonna go use the ladies' room, but before I do, let me know if you would rather. Let's see, where is this? Nope, don't want to pin anything. Would you rather? Nope. I used to have. They take away everything. Flash. Why aren't there more choices? Beam. Beam's a little better, I guess. A little brighter. Okay. Yeah, the unicorn's pretty. So, alright. Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom real fast and then be right back. Think of your questions. You can send me whatever you want through Superchat or any other way, PayPal or Cashapp, however you like. If you want a freebie, we might have room for that. And it's just a slight different setup, but I have all the cards you could possibly still want. I'm just in my room where it's a little bit cooler because I have a window unit. Okay, I'll be back. Here's Will. Hi, baby Will. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rainbow. Thank you. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. So, let me see if I think I can do it this way. Everything's out of the way. And I'll just scoot this up a little so I can see. Now reading, Ling. All right, I think this is gonna work. Some of the best readings I do are on the fly like this, right, Cheryl? I did a reading, oh my gosh, in my car one day that turned out pretty good. So, hi, Nassim. Okay. So Ling is asking, ST's action to me, Ling, this month. Okay, let's see. What are his actions going to be towards you this month? I should go get my his feelings deck too, but ST's actions towards Ling. With this cover on, it's very muted sounding. It's kind of pleasant, I think. Okay. ST's actions towards Ling. This room, I have an altar actually in this room. I could burn some incense. That would be nice. Oh, okay. Ooh, we've got the Hierophant coming out. So with the Hierophant, it kind of gives me some of his actions will. I feel like the word I'm hearing is predictable. So what you're kind of the actions you're used to from him is kind of what you're gonna get. uh, Let me see if I can. Okay, everybody, close your eyes. Let me see if I can get closer. That's better. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay. So definitely, some of his actions will be what kind of typical what's been happening so far. But it's interesting. I feel like it's kind of like comfort zone, uh, and it's not in a bad way. It feels like it's in a good way. Like you're both comfortable with whatever he's going to be doing. And the Hierophant's a great card because it's all about. It's got a lot of good messages, especially like marriage. So, and commitment, it's kind of an earth sign because it's Taurus, representing Taurus. So it's kind of got this earthy energy to it. It's like a ritual. So it's kind of like what you expect. This is, again, that's what I'm hearing. It's predictable behavior. He's not going to do anything unusual. But so this is the crystal unicorn tarot, and I'm going to tell you what this crystal means for you is showing up here. So the crystal is he's a Taurus. Well, that's perfect then. He came out to say, hey, this is legit, this reading. I hope committed is coming from him. Do you see any chance? Okay, I gotta go get timing stuff. Okay, we'll do some timing for you. We will do some timing. So this is beautiful. Your crystal is lapis lazuli, and this has to do with like belief. You know, so believing in things. It can be like the Hierophant represents like religion and the things that we do in our religion and our faiths, our different faiths, those ritual things, the things that we just do in a repetitive way. And so, and it's about the rules and systems and things that we deal with in a 3D sense. So everything you're gonna get in a 3D sense, you know. Okay, Laura, I sure will. Let me go get a deck to get you some timing. But you also have some other cards, so I'm going to lay them out. The World card is awesome. And there's Taurus again. And so it's fixed energy. Like, he's kind of like digging in his heels, and he's being himself. Like, truly, he's not going to do anything that surprises you. You got the King of Swords, though, which is kind of interesting. So this could be some kind of communication. You have the Two of Swords, which is like going back and forth in your thoughts and in your mind and stuff. But then you have the Two of Cups, which is love. And the Ace of Cups, which is falling in love. And the Chariot, which is like making choices that are triumphant and victorious and like just really like feeling great about what's coming next. So let's see. Let me get a couple of other decks to help out. All right. They are so pretty, aren't they? So let me get the big picture again. All right. So here we can see the world means like everything is coming together just as the way you wished it. You know, it's like coming to the apex. And you know, love is here. Like you're the perfect couple, and you like fall in love over and over again. I think I think it's going to be you that's in your head a little bit too much, maybe a little bit too worried, going back and forth about how he feels and thinks and whatever. So let's get a little idea of how he thinks or feels. All right, so we're going to get how is ST feeling right now about you, or your situation or your connection. Ooh, okay, see? I feel commitment is coming along because he feels so good to be with you. This one, it's hard to see this now in this lighting here, but it's saying content. He feels content with you. He feels like feeling so content with you. I'm ready to introduce you to people important to me. So it's when somebody's so content, they're ready to take mama, basically. Ooh, he looks like he's about to give you a phone call. So that one's really nice too. Basically, these cards they're only reflecting the the holographic tonight, and you can't really see the words. But this one is I feel like I'd like to give you a call. The sound of your voice is so irresistible. All right, so he may be calling you and asking you maybe to go out with him or something to meet up because maybe he's ready to commit a little bit deeper. Let's see, let's get some timing on this situation, on the commitment. It feels very promising. Ooh, the birds. So that's 12, maybe August 12th. Ooh, you've got the clover, that's good luck. And here's like a repeat of the rainbow that showed. Didn't I see a rainbow? Am I just kidding? No, I guess we didn't have a rainbow, but I was feeling rainbows. Okay. But yeah, so 2 could be 2 weeks maybe. That makes sense. Um and in the meantime, a lot's going to depend on how you communicate with each other. How so be mindful of the things that you say out loud. But I think he's working out his way up to asking you something. So we're in a long distance currently, no communication. I also hope that he will contact me soon. Oh, yes. Feel like that is going to be soon. Well, Nassim, I'm not sure. These are called the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, and it's by Pamela Chen. So she may have images for sale. I'm not sure if she does or not. I'm not sure, but it's her artwork, Oh no, illustrated by Lisa Higuchi. And this is the Pixie's Astounding Lenormand. Okay. Ooh, it's all happening very soon. So the rider represents 1 day or 1 week. 1 to 2 weeks. I feel like. But it could be just 1 to 2 days that he contacts you, And the child to me feels sort of innocent and it feels sort of carefree. Also, the child represents the word trust. So it's important to trust the situation. It'll happen when it's meant to happen. Hi, Terry. I'm in my room because my AC broke. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you're here. So, I want to do one more, I want to use this deck for you tonight. I want to use this on everybody tonight, anybody who wants it, but I'm going to see what comes out for the Seasons of the Witch Lamas, which is right now. So we can find out what's happening right now within this early part of August. Can you believe we're in August already? I know people say that all the time. Isn't this like a green edge? So pretty. Thank you. My room is the coolest because I have a window unit in here in my bedroom. That's why I have a different setup tonight. I do not have the Taru call card. whatever. I'm not sure if that. He talked to you about having your child? Oh, yeah, because you need a commitment first. Well, that makes sense. He really truly wants. I'm going to zoom in again on these cards so you can see. So, yeah, the rider means like right now. All of these cards are very positive. Chariot means you're going to win. It's triumph. Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups is so much love going on here. Like you're the perfect couple. And the world representing, you know, like you're going to reach that goal that you're planning for. So let's see. I hear you though, like yeah, commitment's important. I feel the same way about moving. Like I don't want to move anywhere unless I have a commitment, you know, I'm married, and also before I'm married, I want my person to meet my family. Those are like the only things I ask for. All I ask for. I ask for nothing more than that. I also am in a long distance relationship, so I know how you feel. We had talked about kids once too, but it was brief and I don't know. It just got old. It didn't happen. But I have my kids. I have kids from my ex-husband. So that's a lot of information there. Anyway. Well, what card wants to come out? This deck is being very mysterious. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, card number 1 came out. Bakery. Also card number this one of 43, Welcoming Harvest, which looks nice too. It looks like maybe going out to eat is in the forecast. So let's see. The bakery. So I love that number 1 came out because rider represents 1. I feel like it's trying to tell you something fast is about to happen. Something quick is approaching. So the bakery is about hardiness and fulfillment and experience. And Chariot and the world are both fulfillment. Take the time to diligently practice and refine your craft. Success will follow as you savor each little victory along the way. And I think that's going to be real important until the moment where he commits to you is don't don't nag or whine or complain. Like just be happy. Just be happy. Like do your best to just love being with him without an ultimatum, without, well, I don't want to be with you unless you say this, or I'm not going to do this unless you say this, or unless you can commit to me, then I don't want to talk to you anymore. Because the bottom line is you still love him and you love his company. You're not chasing the goal of commitment. You just want to be committed with him, right? So it kind of is counteractive if you do stuff that goes against that goal. So think of things to help get you closer to the goal of commitment, and figure out ways to communicate to get to there. So So notice how at home the baker is in her kitchen. She knows when the yeast in the bread has developed based on the feel, something she has spent years getting to know on a deeply intimate level. She can tell how much of an ingredient to add with a quick glance or when her bakers are done by the smell. No measuring cups for her, a dash of this, a pinch of that, knowledge given to her over years of trial and error. She didn't walk into this space as a master. Her relationship with her craft bloomed and evolved over time. You have pulled the bakery card as a reminder that practice makes perfect and there is no shortcut to being first in line. Success is not measured in the final destination, but in the little victories experienced over a course of your journey. I feel like we just focus way too much on that final destination, me included, you know. And we've got to like make sure that we're enjoying the journey too. Like what it doesn't even make sense if you're not enjoying the journey to expect that a destination to even expect a destination. So trying to make the journey pleasurable. So the destination just suddenly pops up and you're like, "Oh, there it is." You know? It's like that feeling when time flies when you're having fun. That's kind of what you're going to go into this phase where you're not going to be so focused on outcomes and what he needs to do for you. You're going to enjoy his company more and more every day. Thank you, Nasim. I appreciate your feedback. So Nasim says, for those of you who are just listening, um, in my opinion, all the cards give the correct answer. Only the person who takes the fortune is important, and your card is great, and you give us the best result and meaning. Thank you. I think he will tell you more, but what be what you want him to be as well, right? Like you be that magnet to tell him more as well, right? Um yeah. There's certain things, you know, it takes relationships take work and it's a tango, it's a dance back and forth. So whatever you can learn and figure out for yourself to make it work better is good too. Like I know like in your perspective because I completely understand you. Like I sympathize with you. From your perspective, he needs to do something and I get that, right? But at the same time, it's it's especially in journeys that are like yours, which I think is kind of like a twin flame journey. It usually, especially journeys where the couples are in separation, it usually means that you're in separation for a reason, and it's because there's something you have to learn about yourself on your own. So keep using this time separate from him to learn more about you. But I feel like that part's coming to an end. I feel like you definitely are going to be spending more time together. Also, this card is saying trust that the hardiness of experience is not something you should feel pressured to know at the beginning or even in the middle. The only way to get where you're going is to start heading in the direction, and before you know it, weeks, months, and years will have passed, and you will be just as comfortable in your chosen field as the baker is in hers, or just as comfortable in your path, you know, towards commitment, togetherness, or whatever, you know? Does that make sense? And the welcoming the harvest to me is just like open your arms and receive. This is coming for you. This is results. This is a return on your investment. So now this is a bit more predictive to me. This is like when you ask a question to the tarot, like, when is this going to happen or is this going to happen? And this is saying yes. This is saying all the hard work you put into your relationship, it's going to come back. You're going to be rewarded for it. Um, so expect growth and expansion as your hard work has paid off. It's time to celebrate. So I feel like, yeah, it just like don't drop the ball, okay? you're I'm seeing football for some reason, but you're playing, you caught the ball. You're the guy that catches the ball. Okay, you caught the ball and you're running for the touchdown, and everybody watching is like, yay, you can do it, you can do it, you can make it to the goal, you can make it to your destination. You've got the ball in your hand, you can make it to the destination, just don't drop it. And that's oftentimes we do that. We drop it. We sabotage ourselves, in other words. We do something and it messes up the path. You were on a trajectory to to this, success, this success, to the commitment you were asking for from him, and then something in your like some negativity came in or something happened where you sabotage yourself. So try to remember. The reason why I bring that up is because we're about to approach Mercury retrograde on the 5th, and it's often a time for strange communication. So be very aware of how you communicate in the next week or two. But I feel like you're on a trajectory to becoming closer and more committed with him. All right. You are on that path. So, yeah. Very soon. Very soon. I mean, I like that you talked about kids, but it doesn't always, the cards aren't always like literal. Like there's symbolic, but it's kind of interesting too. Welcome, honey. So I still have the wobbly arm. I dropped it. Let's see. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I've gotta add. Kayleen. And who am I adding? Gloria? No. Uh, 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 um. My girl, Laura. Thank you so much. I love your little super sticker. They make me smile. Okay. Let me go get that card because we don't want to have a reading with all the cards. Okay, so now we're reading Rainbow. I would like to know if now is the right time to start trying again to conceive. I took a small break, but I'm ready to try again. Okay, let's see. Let's check it out. I was feeling it. I feel like when you and hubby go on vacation, but of course you have to be ovulating. But let's check it. Let's check it out. Let's go. Yeah, let's just keep it like that for now. Hello, my peeps. Rainbow, Terry, Cheryl, Ling, Laura. And what happened to... Oh my god, I told Divine Goddess, get here early. I was gonna catch up with her. Oh well, we'll catch up when she gets here, I guess. Alright. Woo, you also got the Two of Cups. And the Five of Wands. Let's see. So, let's see what else. I love you too. And I didn't mean to exclude, Nassim either. It's just because Terry, and Terry, of course, because Terry's saying hi to everybody, and I love that about you, Terry. All right. Ooh, Nine of Cups. Wishes coming true. And I love the 9. I love number 9 for you, Rainbow, because it always makes me feel like a full term, right? All the way to the end. And 7 of Wands. And 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is looking forward, making plans. 2 of Pentacles is juggling a lot of things, a lot of excitement. And 7 of Pentacles. Oh, that one gives me goosebumps. That one's like the most specific of all for planting seeds and then watching them grow. And I know you've had like some of these cards before. Specifically, whenever you get 9 of Cups or a 9 of Pentacles and a 7 of Pentacles, I see fertility, I see planting a seed, I see it growing, and I see a full term pregnancy. I see with you and your husband, very good. 5 of Wands is interesting, but you know how I see things sometimes, and it's kind of funny, but I see the egg and the sperm fighting to get to the egg. That's what I see. The little wobbly sperm fight. So I see fertility in this card this time. And basically 5 of Wands represents fighting, but like happy fighting, like sparring. So I don't think it has anything to do with you and your husband. I don't think it has anything to do with anything else but the question. And your question is this the right time to conceive? And so, of course, exactly, 5 Wands competing for the egg. So husband's fertility is gonna be good. That's what I'm seeing. 2 of Wands is all about preparing for things, and yes, and 2 of Pentacles, and so we have 2, 2, 2. So twins, I feel, but definitely twos represent to me like couple things, like you and your husband together are creating or making things. Let's zoom out again. I can't seem to get happy with any position of this, but anyway. So yes, 2 of Cups. So look at all these twos. So 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands. I feel like this is like jackpot or something. And 2 of Pentacles. And those are the best twos. Oh, don't we also have Okay, yeah, two of Pentacles, two Wands, two Cups, and two and Wands. Yes, Pentacles, Cups, and Swords. So we don't have Two of Swords, which is the worst one. Not to be. I mean, you don't really want the Two of Swords because Two of Swords is about um, being and not being decisive. So there you go. You got the three best twos. And so the Seven of Wands definitely to me represent something being planted, seeds being planted, and growth, and your wishes coming true. So you know what, I'll get you a timing, but before I get timing, I would like to do see what the Lamas, because this is about now. The Lamas, the festival of Lamas was yesterday and today. And well, just the beginning of the very end of July, the very beginning of August, we have this festival energy that we're using. So it, I was thinking more along the lines of later, like when you guys are traveling, but tarot could be saying like more along the lines of right at this moment. Nine of Cups is a happy card. And what I love is all these multiple, the nines. Like I see like little, like multiple little seeds, multiple seeds doing their thing. But this Two of Pentacles looks so, it could be like the splitting, have you ever watched, I'm sure you have, but those of you who haven't, y'all should watch how babies are, how a baby becomes a baby, like the early stages are really, really amazing. It's like all these cells splitting and splitting, and then it's like suddenly it turns into a shape, and it's like, how in the heck? But yeah, it also could represent a lot is happening and a lot's going to happen, juggling a lot of things at the same time. So not only maybe a pregnancy, not only your new home, but the pregnancy to go with it and work and everything else. But also, I just feel like also possibility of twins. Oh, nice. I know I got such goosebumps here. So just so you know, you also got the Welcoming Harvest, which is a very positive card. It's all about receiving the good. Expect growth, and expansion. Your belly expanding. Um, Summer games makes me feel like the timing is really right now. And don't be scared. Don't let your fears play a part. Like really lean into, this is about yes. Yes. This is kind of a yes. Lean into it. And the rooster and the hens. Okay, so Adventure Time. And the lion. So this is one, I don't know, I feel like this is the one that feels like is your card. The other one's also kind of like support cards, but I feel like this one is your main card. Take a deep breath and remember that peace of mind is the key to navigating your current challenges. And the lion is, you got, I don't know if you guys have watched the August reading, but August seems to be a lot about courage and putting your fears aside and like kind of a go for it energy, even with retrograde, sometimes pushing back a little bit. August is going to be a very passionate go for it time of year for most of us. So lion, let's see what the lion says. Oh, actually, I flipped it open, right? Okay, yeah. Lion. The key words are courage, determination, and majesty. So, yes, this is another yes, determination. Take a deep breath and remember that peace of mind. Yes, I read that. So the lions have long been associated with courage, determination, and strength. And when a lion appears in your life, it's to remind you to tap into the depths of your being, to rediscover the resilience and fortitude hidden within you. Remaining calm is the way through your challenges now, no matter what you're facing. Approaching your situation with compassion and patience will greatly improve your circumstances. While giving into intense emotions such as rage and victimization could lead to undesirable consequences. So just do your best to stay positive, even when Mercury retrograde acts stupid and you have to, you know, just have to have a little more patience. That's all. But like do it with a smile on your face knowing what's happening. Like there's changes happening to your body and you can it's almost like when somebody says something and you're like, you know what, you can say anything to me today because I'm having the best day ever. It's like that. I feel like you're gonna win something. You're going to get this energy and this excitement, and like nothing anybody says to you is going to bother you. So try to approach everything that way. Everything every day, approach that way as if you are pregnant, or as if like no matter what anybody says or does, you have this secret knowledge and you're so happy, you know? Or maybe that's exactly what's going to happen. Like you're going to get pregnant, but you have to keep it to yourself for a while until, I would say till the third month, keep it to yourself. And then, and you're like smiling to yourself because you know something that other people don't know. And, so I feel that kind of energy going on with the lion. Also, so, just do the general Mercury retrograde things, like don't be impulsive, don't like overspend, don't you know don't take too unnecessary chances and things like that. But overall, you can do this. The thing about Mercury in retrograde, which I find very interesting, because I know people who get pregnant during retrograde. You know why? Because it's like suddenly everything stops. And when things stop, I know it's only figuratively. It's not, the planet doesn't actually stop and then reverse, but figuratively, like energetically, it feels like that. It feels like 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 people will say that phrase, stop the world, I want to get off, or something like that. Sometimes the hustle and bustle of life just feels like slow down already, and that's what Mercury retrograde is going to do for us. It's going to slow things down. So like you can't plant a seed in earth that's constantly moving, but the earth will suddenly stop and a hole will be presented and you can plant that seed. You see what I'm saying? Like the fact that things slow down will create the opportunity. I think Mercury in retrograde will be in your favor for this. So, all right. And rooster and hens, interesting. This is curiosity, uniqueness, birthing something new. A change of scenery is calling. Embrace the adventure that awaits. Okay, so I feel like all the signs are pointing to yes. Um, this one is also saying a travel could be the time where it happens. So, and then just remember, Rainbow, y'all are gonna be traveling during Mercury retrograde, and we already went over this. Just, like find the joy of being together outweighs anything that can go wrong, right? Any obstacle that gets in your way, you laugh it off because you have each other. That's all you gotta do. All right, so let's find out a little more about timing. What? Let's see. I know, I love it too. Ooh, I read in the intro to this book, it talked about cards that fall on the floor may be very important. And so this one fell on the floor. I got a lot of gravity in this room. My dad used to say that. Gravity, gravity, gravity. Ooh, this one's good because it's like you laying in bed receiving the energy. I know coffin doesn't sound nice, but to me, I think this one would be better called cocoon. So the cocoon phase, like the place where metamorphosis begins, and then you eventually will turn into the butterfly. So to me, this is kind of like the still, the quiet, the cocoon phase. And look, also timing, 8 August. So yeah, that's really good. That's a good sign. Let's get an actual date. So August what? Give us another number here. August. Ooh, that flipped out cute. 31st. It could be July 31st. July 31st or August. August. So like right now is, ooh, in the hearts. Your love with your honey. 25. And the heart doesn't have time. The heart represents ongoing, which means like any time now is good. As long as you are not on your period, the time is right. I think. Okay, yeah, and the mice represent very soon or soon, coming soon. Something's coming soon. And we also have 23, but 23 is not really the timing significance of the mice. It represents coming soon. I also feel like a shedding energy, something shedding. So something very soon, coming soon. And but I'm August is what I'm seeing. This could be August 9th too. We got a lot of 1 to 2 weeks energy, and August and the July 31st and ongoing and soon, like what is this one called? It is fast approaching is what it's called. Fast approaching. Yeah, fast approaching. I can't wait to get my Lenormand finished. I finished all the drawings. I'm writing the book now. So I want it to be ready. So not very much longer. Well, I'll still use the Pixie's Astounding Lenormand, but I want to make my book. So does that feel good, Rainbow? I think that's a very good sign. There's nothing there that said stop, whoa, wait, or anything. Nope. Also 7, see, like August 7th. And we have 7 wands too, so 7 and 5. 5 is when Mercury goes retrograde. So that could be it right there, around the 5th to the 7th. All right. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Okay, Cheryl's turn. Cheryl gets a little heart. How's it going, Cheryl? I'm glad you're here. I miss you with the lives. I hope I will keep doing my best being very neutral, general. So what can I get for you? I'm liking my crystal unicorn tarot tonight. You guys, I know you know this, but I'm going to say it again. I'm going to be in a fairy festival in Houston, Texas on my birthday, November 16th this year. And one of the things I was thinking of is bringing this deck for anybody, but especially for kids if they would like a little tarot reading. So anybody out there listening to this live and you are traveling, definitely come out. And you mention my channel or mention me or mention the live or wherever you heard me or saw me, mentioning this, then you can get a free tarot reading. So Cheryl says, I have some changes going on and wondering how this week looks. All right. How does this week look for you? I missed the question, Nelson. Oh, I want to know that I will succeed in court, yes or no. Okay, I'll ask that question after Cheryl. If I travel to Texas, yes, I will visit you out there. Yay! Yay, Laura! I wish you could too. Okay, Cheryl. What's your week gonna be like? Alright. We've got, oh no. Cheryl, why does this always happen? You got the Hermit, which is not a bad thing. But then you got Tower. So let's see. So the Hermit is, taking a little time out for yourself. Maybe if you do the Hermit, then the Tower won't happen. That could be something like staying like preserving your you're an empath, so preserving your energy. So maybe taking a little time out. So your the Hermit crystal is peridot, and it is time to go on a mini quiet vacation just for yourself. Look deep into yourself and just focus on you. This is about, just having like a little mini spiritual quest. And let the energy of the peridot crystal assist in healing and the renewal of your spirit. This kind of gives you, it's a little bit of solitude and contemplation. So the Tower is a big change, right? And the Tower, the stone is garnet. Something new is coming. But first, a dramatic event is about to rock your world. In order for this and get rid of something like the garnet representing the creation of the world through chaos, that is likely what is happening now. Whatever is coming can totally change your life or perspective. So the reason why the Tower is difficult to manage is because, especially if we are so used to managing things the way we want, like we want to do dot dot dot, this, and this, if we have plans, if we have a certain structure, a certain schedule, whatever, and then spirit comes in and says, "Oh no, this is my idea. I've got an idea for you. Shake, shake, shake," and then you're like, "What? Why are you doing this to me?" Like, I wanted to do my thing, and now spirits come and shaking things up and said, "No, we're gonna do it this way." You know, it's almost like this, like spirit saying, "You're not the boss of me. I'm the boss here." And you're like, "But spirit, I was on sort of this path to doing the things that I wanted to do in my way." So I feel like in just a minor thing, it could be Mercury retrograde, causing a little pushback on some plans, possibly. But I don't want to sugarcoat things, but I also want to be optimistic with you too. I want you to see that there is a positive work with this energy. Flexibility and patience, like learning things that are totally not Taurus, natural to Taurus. It's like wherever you have air in your chart, like lean into that, lean into being a little more like go with the flow, like like water energy too can be helpful, but mostly air energy I think will help you get through this. Being a little like not like a little detached from the situation and not trying and not being too overly emotionally attached to a situation will help a lot in this. Let's see. That's why I said change. It's okay. My routine is changing and some things in my family. Okay. Well, and the great thing about the Tower card, I mean, I know it doesn't look happy, but it is pretty happy in the end because it's taking away something that's not working and giving you something that will work. That's always the promise of the Tower card is usually, even though you don't see the star represents hope and the positivity after the thing that had to be taken away or had to break or whatever. Okay, Nassim, let me finish Cheryl's reading first and I'll get you. I kind of like to complete one person before another. Alright, so you got the moon card too. And, and the sun. That's cute. So this is interesting. The moon, of course, feels like the unknown, the unexpected, what's happening next, especially after this big change. You're like, I know you have faith in yourself. Like I can do this, right? So that's a given. You said I can take like it's like that saying that people use about God only gives me what I can handle or something like that. Like universe gives you stuff they know you can handle. And in a way, it's like your higher self is giving this to you too, because they want to see, because you are like giving yourself that challenge. The thing that's scary too about the tower is like the unknown, like the outcomes. What's gonna happen? How's this? Is it gonna be okay? Like, is everything gonna land in place? Is everyone gonna be all right after this change? And the sun here, I think, promises yes. And the fact that you even have a sun in your reading, it shines on the whole reading. The sun is brighter than all the cards put together. It's happiness and joy, abundance, and this is how you're going to feel once it's all said and done. Once you've made all these changes, even though it's a shakeup, even though some things are planned and some things aren't so planned that happen, it's all going to land. You're going to it, in Olympic terms, I don't know. I'm seeing these girls on the balance beam in my head. So I'm seeing the you know how okay. So this is what I'm seeing. Um, the gymnast on the balance beam, she's doing these back flips. How they land on, perfectly on their feet and their hands to keep doing these. They keep doing these back flips and back flips and back flips, and then they finally, the last back flip, flips them off the beam and onto the mat, and they stick it. They stick it. That's what you're gonna go through. Like, it's gonna be like backflips, but you stick the landing and you go from there, basically. So it's a good thing. So so yeah, great week, exciting for you. Let's see what our beautiful Lamas Oracle says. Oh, ooh. Okay, we're just gonna go with one. This one is collecting seeds. That was the one on top, and we're gonna go with that. Well, just so you know, you've got dried flowers, which is about taking solids and the end of a journey and the start of a new one. That's a good message, right? You've got corn dollies, relationships that nourish and nurture your spirit, and wheat and grains. You reap what you sow. Good fortune is on the way. See? All right. Let's see what the collecting seeds is about. So, the key words are developing a successful future, reinvestment, and saving. Remember that what was once planted has grown, and now it's time to sow new seeds. Collecting seeds is a critical step in maintaining a thriving garden year after year. Of course, you could buy seeds at the start of each growing season, but there is no need with a bit of thoughtful planning and a small amount of effort. Collecting seeds appears when there is a need for more planning, mindfulness about your future, and investing in your long term growth. All too often, there is a significant push to achieve one singular goal, and once you've done so, you're left wondering what comes next. How do you build upon the success you already have? You're being asked to look ahead and to gain clarity. Hey, Divine Goddess! About where your life is heading from here. So, this card is a sign that your current growing season is coming to a close. Naturally, there are some things that will remain in your life for years and require less effort as time goes on, while other things will reach their natural conclusion and make space to plant new ideas and pathways to achievement. Don't wait until your next growing season to figure out what to grow, or you could miss the next harvest altogether. Okay, so I see that. I see a bit of don't sit in the moon energy too long, like, oh my, like, what should I do next? Like, move into your to that phase, whatever. Like, if it's if there's certain steps you have to take in this change process, move along accordingly. Don't sit too much in, after the tower happens. Don't sit with it too long. Just acknowledge it. Be like, okay, I gotta do what's next. Let's go and continue. If there's like multiple things, there'll be some kind of overlapping of activities. So you'll have one thing roll going and then another activity that goes is along with it, but like later in the week. So you start with something early in the week and then something overlaps that later in the week, but you have to keep continuing that first thing to like the momentum of that first thing as well. So like sort of like a rolling kind of energy. You keep going and not and here's another visual. You know, when you're driving and someone cuts you off, like I've seen this, I watch people do this. I'm a good driver because I don't have road rage. I'm very calm. Like, no, the bad drivers don't bother me too much. Like, I notice them and I think, what the heck? But I don't care that much. But for other people who have road rage, care so much about bad drivers. So in other words, so here's the image that I'm seeing. So somebody get like I'm driving along and I look in front of me, somebody gets cut off. And they get cut off and then they stop and they look at every, that what happened to them. And you can, like they seem angry and they're about ready to like retaliate or whatever. But whereas if I get cut off, I'll be like, okay, whatever, you cut me off. And that's it, and then I'll keep going. Like I immediately keep going. Like I'm not gonna let them getting cutting me off cause me to slow down. It was a temporary slowdown because they got in front of me and I had to go a little bit slower, but once they move out of the way, I can go quickly again, And that's how I see it. I don't, oh, you terrible first person for doing this. Let me sit here being angry for a while because that all that does is so this is not what you're it's kind of like the image that I'm seeing instead of like reacting to so yeah, instead of reacting to somebody slowing down in front of you, just be patient until they go and then go. That's all. That's it. Something like that. All right. Okay, and let's see what else. What other deck should we use? We'll just go ahead and we'll use the Lenormand and see what the Lenormand says. Maybe we could do a deck for the each day of the week. I mean, a card for each day of the week. So let's see. What's Monday? Oh wait, what week are we talking about? And what is today? Today is Friday. Do you want to know about tomorrow? Let's say Saturday. What's tomorrow? Oh, love. So that's good. Good. What I'm trying to say. Good. Connections. Loving connections and and acting from your heart. Okay, what's Sunday? Oh. Okay. Some kind of commitment. Ongoing cycles. What is today? Is today the second or the first? It's the second, okay? And tomorrow is the third, and Sunday is the fourth. So this kind of feels like gearing up for Mercury for retrograde. The cycle is about to reverse. What is Sunday? Sunday. Sunday is lucky. What is Monday? Monday is relying on best friends, soulmates, devotion, people devoted, loyalty. Okay, what's Monday? Wait, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm sorry. So this was Saturday, which is tomorrow. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What's Wednesday? crossroads, having to make choices. What is Wednesday? Oh, okay. There is a man involved. There's a move or some kind of change. And look, you got the sun again. And some kind of so all right. The stork is kind of like the tower, but in a happy way to talk about it. It's the stork is so about a week from now, Thursday or Friday, you're gonna have you're gonna have a move or kind of change in location or some kind of promotion, leveling up, has something to do with the gentleman, but everything's ending happily ever after. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Everything feels really after you complete this fate, all of this. So it's all like you got really good cards, all going in your favor. The only place where you'll feel a little indecisive or a little, kind of stuck out there with your uncertainty bit is the crossroads. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a little bit uncertainty. Oh, this is my yay. I didn't have to walk all the way to my bedroom to get my charger. It's right here. So does that help, Cheryl? Okay, you're welcome. All right, so Nassim had a question. Yes or no? Yes or no? We're going to use the Lenormand because the Lenormand has, well, there's three. The Lenormand has a positive, a negative, and a neutral. So positive is yes, negative is no, and neutral is maybe. And Nassim, are you there? Your question is, will you succeed in courts? Yes. The key is yes. You have the solution. The key is also about solutions, opening doors. So yes. But let's just do 2 out of 3. I think the bear is a yes as well. Could be neutral. The bear also represents the people that are there helping you. Maybe it's your attorney, but this person is very forceful. And the rider flipped as well, and that's also a yes. So yes, yes, yes. And the bear, yeah, the bear is also positive. All 3 of these cards are yes. Oh. Good night, Terry. Thanks for stopping by. All right, now we have Laura. I should have wrote Nassim. I'm sorry. I'm gonna write Nassim. You were between Laura and Cheryl, so you can remember to to find it at 1:25 or something like that. Timestamp. I'll write that down. Okay, Laura. Hi, Cherry. I have tons of hot plates spinning right now, so I'll let Spirit guide this reading. Oh, hot plates. Okay. Yes, you are. Let me write you down. I forgot. And then we're closed after you, Divine Goddess. Okay, hot plates, hot plates. That's such a visual. So, Laura, let's see. What does Spirit want to talk to you about? Ooh. Six of Pentacles. This is what Spirit wants to talk to you about. This is charity work, sharing, reciprocation, giving and receiving. What you get, you'll get. What you give, you get in return. Sometimes this has to do with asking for money and getting money from somebody, or sometimes this is somebody asking you for money and you giving them some money. But overall, it is balanced and good. It's like a happy back and forth. Like sometimes this card in different decks has the person with the money kind of in a superior attitude, but most of the time it's sort of a gentle energy where nobody's embarrassed and nobody's acting superior. So I kind of like that better. Fire! Is that a heart? Or is that... Yeah, okay. Let's see what else. So at this point, it could be anything. Who knows if it's love or work or money. Love or money, but we'll find out more. Ooh, okay. You've got the Fool. So this is like having faith, taking a leap of faith. Okay, and then the Five of Swords. Maybe sort of regretting this sort of trust that you placed in something or someone or some outcome or something. Maybe instead of feeling like, the Fool represents the childlike energy and being optimistic and taking chances and winning because of having this positive attitude. But sometimes people interpret it as feeling foolish, right? So it's a fine line, like if you if you mess up, so what? You learn a lesson. But some people might actually say, haha, you did that. And you may walk away in defeat, but I don't think you walk away like you're not, if you're gonna lose something, you're not a bad loser. You accept it. So the Eight of Cups is walking away, but with your pride intact, with good energy. But then I think like a new phase coming through. Like the Page of Wands is excitement, somebody interested in you in a sexual way, maybe. The Four of Swords is like dreams and meditation and maybe seeing somebody in your dreams. And then the Three of Cups is a celebration coming up. So, what could all this mean? That's what I'm here for, to figure this out. With this Page of Wands, I feel like Page of Wands is important here. Oh no, I rented out my place for 3 weeks and had a weird feeling about it when I met him. He did pay me though. No, he's gonna pay you. Oh yeah, so he paid you. Alright, so let's start with that. He paid you, and what does the Fool mean about Fool mean pertaining to renting your place? It could be just your thoughts, right? Not actually what happens. This is your vacation. So you renting your place and you going on vacation. And this is you going on vacation and leaving the things that, some things behind that you love, okay? But the Five of Swords makes you feel a little like you're not sure if you can trust doing this. Is this the first time that you've done something like this? Because it's kind of a unusual thing. It takes faith, right? I've thought of that too. It's like, people who have Airbnbs and stuff. It would be really cool to have something like that. You felt weird about him in particular. So that's what this could be, just simply your feelings about him being weird. All right. Well, let me find out about him then. Let's see if this about. Let's see if this guy is somebody to worry about or not worry about. Or I mean, I shouldn't say worry about, but should you be concerned about this man that you rented your home to? Is there anything concerning about him? Is there anything about his characteristics? Okay, let's say characteristics. So we got the Crossroads. That looks too like traveling. Okay. Well, I don't know what he if anything bad comes out of the situation per se, like you got paid, and I don't think he will do anything to your home, but this his style and his character and the way he talks may be foxy. you know, kind of clever, crafty. What's he about? Like, why is he acting this way? So I get you. Like, I'm not sure it's anything to be concerned of, but let me keep looking to see if you have to worry about your property at all. But it doesn't seem that way. It just seems like he's a strange communicator. Let's see. And the crossroads is about a pair of something, back and forth decisions, navigation, the road split. Oh, two-faced. Maybe he could just be just like he seemed, maybe he just has a way he talks where else another minute. Right? Okay. Let's see. Let's find out more about him. Okay. He's an artist and cute, but just a gut thing. Mm-hmm. You got the moon. So yeah, it's like a little unknown here. Oh, actually no, the moon in Letterman is a little bit better. It's not about unknown necessarily. It's more about maybe he likes you. So it's about creativity and emotions and fame and honor and recognition. Maybe he feels like he's somebody that you should know and honor. Maybe he's Leo. I don't know. I'm not feeling anything that he's gonna do that's bad. So I feel like his looks are important here for some reason, and his way of talking out of both sides of his mouth. But that's it. Like, I think it's just the way he behaves, but he's not. But the way he comes across is one way, but I think he's gonna be honorable because it starts off with Six of Pentacles. Okay. Um, and you have the Three of Cups is celebrating, so it's a good sign. Four of Swords is good too because it's not like anxiety and worrying about things. You're gonna feel peaceful and have good dreams and stuff. Page of Wands, though, I feel like he's attracted to you. He's attracted to you, and that's why he talks funny. Yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of that too. Like it's not just him, but also you're not trusting him. Could be why this is coming out. Let's see what your Lamas reading is. Maybe that will help us understand. Ooh, that was fast. And you also got bakery. This is good. So bakery to me feels sort of like business, you know? And oh, your birthday's coming up. Okay, so good. You're gonna, like, I don't know about this guy. Like, I know your connection with him is purely business, but I feel like he's thinking, maybe I should see, like call, ask for her number or something. Like, I got her number. Maybe I should ask her out or something. I don't know. Um, so the bakery is good because this is talking about you're putting your hard work into something and it's going to pay off. Hardiness, fulfillment, experience. Take the time to diligently practice and refine your craft. Success will follow as you savor each little victory along the way. Notice how at home the baker is in her kitchen. She knows when the yeast in the bread has developed based on the feel. So I feel like also some of your feelings towards him and the situation is based on your inexperience, that you haven't done this very much, right? You haven't done this very much, and um, and therefore some natural fears have come up from like you're just being new at the whole experience of renting. um, it causes you to be a little bit. So if you once you get used to doing it more often, less and less of those fears will come up, and you will also learn other things along the way, like you know how to avoid feeling like you can't trust somebody by implementing certain things to keep you from that, like, you know what I mean. All right. And yeah, uh so we got, yeah, let me see if we get another card, because this one has come out already. Let me see if we can be unique and get a different one. Anything else for Laura? I Worst roommate ever on no. Well, there you go. Oh, look at that. The farmhouse came out. So that's nice. That's a good sign. The time has come for a greater sense of belonging and harmony within and all around you. So to me, that just represents your house is going to be fine, or whatever you're renting, and just with more practice comes, a sense of security, more and more security with time. The more you do it, the more you'll feel like, no big deal. You could do this. um, all right, let me read this farmhouse. Let's see. So the keywords are homey, comforting, and familiar. Also, I feel like he'll probably give you a good review and say it was awesome. There's no place like home, the iconic Dorothy said as she clicks her red heels, to return to her family's farmhouse in Kansas. We all have such a place that feels comfortable and familiar, whether that's a physical place such as your childhood home, a space you have established for yourself, or an imaginary realm in a book, or one crafted inside your mind. This card represents this feeling manifesting in your life right before your eyes. And this card will appear when you're on the path towards emotional fulfillment and greater sense of belonging. I feel also that you may upgrade. I'm just getting that feeling that the more you do this, the more you'll be able to put that money into another home or something else, like that. Um, and I feel like generally with the baker, I felt like you were beginning a business, you know, and that it's a good idea. It's kind of a good business. Any challenges you may have faced are dissolving and balance will be restored. In healthy matters, it can mean restoration of energy and more devotion to self care or circumstances aligning to experience more downtime. So I feel like, yay, Texas! Well, it's nice and hot here right now. Um, I feel everything's gonna be fine. Just realize Mercury's in retrograde, so just don't, you know, overlook details. Make sure you have everything covered, you know, and go over and over it a few times. Don't be careless. Be, you know, just be very detail oriented and observant and things like that. But I think that's a, you know, it's good. These cards are good because I feel like you have this natural energy, right, to be cautious. And so that part is not bad, especially in this time. It's not a bad energy. But being so cautious that you let your fear um you know, mess with your mind, then that's, you know, that's too much. So a healthy caution is fine. I think Spirit is saying that you have every right to have a healthy caution, but don't let it keep you from enjoying your vacation and trusting that everything's going to go okay. So just make sure that you just, you know, you do need to look at all the details of everything that you're doing and all the transactions and everything that you're doing, because it's going to be important. But I feel like you more than anybody else you're going to have, like, you and Rainbow are going to be super successful during retrograde for sure. And also, Laura, check out the August reading I just put out, because it's all about, like, all of three piles have a lot of the fear and courage energy mixed into them. And in one of the piles, I actually shout out a birthday. So I don't know which one you're going to pick, but I shout out happy birthday. So anyway, I think that will be a nice addition to this reading too, about what's coming for you. Alrighty. So you're gonna have a happy birthday. You're welcome. So let me know when it's your birthday and you get a free reading. Anybody who has an August birthday, let me know and I'll give you a free reading. My channel anniversary is this month, on the 21st, so I will be doing fun things. I don't know. I don't really have anything planned yet, but I'm looking into to maybe doing some giveaways or something in the next couple of weeks. Okay, freestyle for Divine Goddess. Thank you so much, Cherry. You're the best. You're the best, Laura. Woohoo! Yes! Channel anniversary. 6 years, you guys. I kept saying 5 years. This is my 6th year anniversary. My channel's getting old. My little baby's growing up. All right, goddess. Hey, goddess. Let me see now. I think I'm gonna start with this deck for you. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm getting sleepy now. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we got the sunflower, vegetable garden, and weeds. Oh, the weeds. I talked about the weeds card when I did the flip through review. And it's the magic number 42, which is the answer. So let's take a look at them. Maybe we should leave on a happy note and I'll talk about weeds first. It's not such a bad thing. It's just sometimes, I mean, it could also have to do with clearing away the clutter or things that you're just not noticing that you need to address. Or maybe not. You know, maybe this isn't anything you have to worry about. Maybe it's people that you're connected with, you know, as well. I I I I feel like that myself. Like I dropped one of the cards on the floor and I looked at the floor. It's like, dang, this floor is dirty. I gotta wash the floor. Like I think about these things like I feel like I'm a clean person, but man, I gotta be a little bit more mindful of. Yeah, I got a lot to clean tomorrow. I'm cleaning. All right. So, weeds is about finding and healing nuisances, dealing with problems. This could be allude to Mercury retrograde, which oftentimes little nuisances pop up that we just don't need, like what we're expecting to happen doesn't happen the way we're expecting it, and then it's like annoying, like my AC going out. So yesterday it was very hot. It was 100 degrees in my house, 104 degrees, before my daughter and her boyfriend came and rescued us and brought two units, one for my window in this bedroom and one for the living room, and now it feels much better. Like, it's still not as cold as like my AC can make the house, but it feels nice. And the reason why I'm not in my studio is because that particular room is just really hot, and my bedroom is one of the coolest rooms in the house because of the AC unit. So, but long story short, is that it's definitely a nuisance when your AC goes out. And I was just trying to figure out solutions and go through all these different possible solutions. And then I prayed to Archangel Michael. I said, Archangel Michael, do you think you can talk to Earth Angel Michael and see if he can help me? And then voila, as what happened is my my son-in-law is basically my son-in-law. He came and he figured out what was wrong with the regular AC, and he's ordering a part for it, and that's only going to cost like less than $20, which is great, instead of because air conditioners are expensive. And in the meantime, he brought ACs to help keep things cool enough to live in. And so it's a nuisance, but it's, like sometimes you just have to adapt to a situation that you weren't expecting. And it kind of shows, like, in those moments, you just find out things, I guess. You find things out. Well, I found out that AC needed such and such, and now it's going to be replaced and it will work better and longer, or something like that. And I also found out, like both my sons, my son-in-law and my son, they worked really hard to try to fix things, and they're really good people. And my daughter's a good person. These are all things that I knew, but it's like I love how they're always reinforced, and how you know Spirit cares about me, because he always sends me good loving people all the time. Yeah. So, so I think that's kind of sometimes when nuisances happen, a lot of times it's like it's a way to remind you of like who your friends are. Sometimes, who is out there that really cares about you, and I like that too. So, neglecting to address the weeds within will prevent you from abundantly receiving. This is real interesting to me too. I'm like, if there's anything that's bothering you, instead of like ignoring it or pushing it away, you're supposed to confront it or talk about it. And this could be, I know for me, sometimes this is like communication with a certain person. I avoid it now for some reason because I'd rather avoid it than deal with it, you know? And but it's like a weed or a nuisance. It's something that you have to deal with, or else you can't allow love in your life, or you can't allow the new energy to come through if you can't clear this thing that's been bothering you, whatever it is. Right. Sometimes you don't have bandwidth. All right. Anyway, weeds can be such a nuisance in the garden, spreading like, well, weeds and choking the life out of your otherwise healthy plants. Wounds and blocks that are left ignored are a lot like weeds, only they spread through your spirit. They expand, reseeding themselves and filling up every space of your being until it becomes such a problem that you have no choice but to address it. It may seem sudden and unexpected, but these spiritual invaders have been growing just below the surface for some time. Your ancestors and guides have drawn this card to you and are asking you to begin the process of healing what you have not wanted to confront. There are old traumas, blocks, and hurts that are festering within and preventing you from experiencing love, abundance, freedom, growth, success, joy, and all the other high vibrational feelings you have hoped to achieve. You're spending too much time focusing on what you would like to call into existence while ignoring the nuisance of the block that are preventing you from receiving your desired manifestation. Therefore, the answer to your question isn't no, but it's rather not right now. There's still much work to be done before you have the space to plant a successful garden. So, nuisances can come in any form, like just the most minor daily annoyances that kind of get in the way of things, and all the way to the deeper childhood trauma type things that maybe we need a counselor to talk to about, but we've been putting off seeking counseling or things like that. All right, so let's lighten up and talk about the sunflower, because the sun always outshines everything. When we got the sun here or sunflowers, it brightens the whole reading. So the weeds part to me is a very minor aspect of the reading, because it's something you'll deal with, but I think what Spirit's trying to say, they have confidence you'll deal with anything that gets in your way. Because your light is so bright and shines, it can't, those things can't even, they wither away. I love sunflowers too. So this is power and joy and energy. Follow your bliss and watch as things that are meant for you come home to you. So the things are coming to you. A sunflower doesn't apologize for its commanding brightness and tall, regal stalks. It follows the sun from morning until sunset, taking in all of the light and nutrients of a warm, sunny day. You should not apologize for your joy either. You have the right to celebrate your wins, acknowledge your power, and lean into the sweetness of a life you have envisioned for yourself. There's no need to be arrogant or rude or flaunt your desires in a way that diminishes others. There's also no need to feel guilty for wanting what you want or being who you are. Following your bliss is how you attract the things that are meant for you and how you energize your life. The same way a sunflower follows the sun to grow and thrive. If your desire is to live a quiet life in the country, then do it. If you would rather be a glamour queen strutting in your stilettos, then let that diva come out. If you feel called to be an employee rather than starting a business or vice versa, paint or enjoy being a stay-at-home parent, then let your choice be a reflection of who you are and not anyone else's expectation of you. No one else's opinions matter. If you give up on your dreams because it makes others uncomfortable, it only means there are two miserable people instead of one. You know, my wallpaper was sunflower. Nice. Now I changed it to sun tarot. Nice. so so yeah, you've got this bright energy, and it's all about you being you and not letting anybody else tell you who you are. And watching things grow. This is, you're advancing towards your goals. You're evaluating your progress and your consistent effort. So the vegetable garden is saying it's time to check in with and reflect on the seeds that you have planted. So now let's, like, maybe you got to just clean, like, this could be literally like you go outside, you clean the weeds, and then you check your garden. Did you get any weeds? You pull the weeds and toss them away, and put some fertilizer in your garden, and everything's growing back to normal again. I mean, I literally did that too in my backyard. I had a lot of tree limbs that fell down and from the hurricane, and so I had been doing a lot of cleaning that up. That feels good too, you know. And so it's kind of like after a hurricane, there's a lot of aftermath type recovering and cleaning, and I feel like the AC might have been one of the issues, aftermath issues too. So it's kind of like that sort of thing. And you know, Divine Goddess says, and you know, funny you say that sun card from the Good Tarot also has sunflower on it, and I got that in my yesterday's read. Cherry, I'm learning a new meditation this month. Nice. And you know, one of the piles in the August reading had that sunflower charm, and it just really felt really, like I felt really connected to it. And you know what else, Divine Goddess? This is gonna be so interesting. The next drawing that I'm drawing right now is for my for my tarot deck that I'm making, is for my godson's birthday. Well, for my god, okay, it's not really for my godson, but I'm using my godson as the inspiration for the sun card of my deck. And my godson's birthday, August 12th, is this month, and he is, of course, a Leo, and he is like a sunflower to me. And I found a beautiful drawing that I'm going to copy, that has sunflowers, and so I'm going to put the sunflowers in the background, and he's going to be in the foreground and stuff. So I'm drawing all this stuff. Like, are we so synchronistic or what? This is so serendipitous, our sunflower connection suddenly. But yeah, sunflowers have been in my eyes. In fact, I just added sunflowers to my altar. Go check out the last two readings that I did, the flip through review of this deck, and also my August reading, and you'll see my sunflowers. Oh, we're connected, aren't we? So the vegetable garden is just talking about your consistent work, you know, and you value it, and then you adjust, and you just keep going like that, you know. It may need a little more fertilizer, may need a little more water. Keep vigilant from the pests and clear out the weeds. And so this is more what you're doing than this is not like the weeds are overwhelming you and you're ignoring them. You're doing more like this. You're staying with your maintenance, right? You're clearing things as they go. And you're adding things as you need, you know. So that's kind of how life is going to be like for you in the next week or so. Just acknowledge the things that need to be cleared away, and basically tending your garden, you know, metaphorically tending your garden. Yay, I've been missing you too so much. And I'm sorry I put you off last time. I'm so sorry. I was really tired, but I thank you for being here. This week could be this person, sure, at work, and also some conflict she had created for my boss and herself. Yeah. And see, she's a nuisance, and this is kind of something that nags at you, this person. And that's what I was trying to say too. Sometimes there's a conversation that we need that we keep putting off because like we don't want to have that conversation, and I feel like maybe that's some has something to do with her. Let's find out who the nuisance is. See, and I'm like you. I would ignore a person as well, but sometimes confronting is the answer instead of ignoring. Let's find out what we need to do about this. Do we need to confront or continue to ignore? Or a little bit of, like, you know, passive aggressiveness. That's how I always what I always do. I just like, I'll be sweet mostly, and then I'll ignore her, and then I'll be sweet again. I'm bad. She has some psychological issues, yes. All right, well, let's see. What is your read? What can we do about this? Love. Love is the answer. Give love. Approach every day with love. Every room with love. Every person with love. Divine love. As if everybody deserves love, even the weird people that are nuisances that have psychological problems. I mean, to be honest, it's not really their fault. The childhood traumas, the way they were raised, their environment, their inability to acknowledge their own issues and to seek help. Um, a lot of people, if you're lucky, you have people in your life that fight for you and help you seek help. But not everybody has that luxury. Yes, exactly what I did. Instead of reacting to what she did, I just didn't do anything, took a step back and kept my calm and quiet. Yeah. That's good. Seeing her from compassion. I think that's a good approach. Because that saying, hurt people hurt people. So she's just petty, and that just so this is you, the querent, and I think she's jealous of you, and you can't control anybody else's feelings about you. All you can do is just be the best person you can be. Meditate, be calm. You're doing the right thing. So yeah, you're choosing the right way to approach it, ignoring the bad things that she says. You got the right approach. Confronting doesn't, with certain people, confrontation doesn't help at all. Like they're not self-aware enough to where it helps. So ignoring them is the best thing you can do, I guess. I don't know. It's like I know, like, you want to help people, but you can only help a person if they want to be helped. You know what I mean? You can't force help on somebody who doesn't want to be helped. Yeah. I started seeing her from, okay, yes, because my work is getting appreciated. I have already escalated it subtly to HR, though, so they're aware. Yeah. Good night, Cheryl. Sweet dreams. But I believe they already know how she is. Yeah. And sometimes it makes me wonder, like, why people just hold on to certain people. I think sometimes it's a nice thing that people give others a chance. Thank you, Divine Goddess. So, if you are only listening, Divine Goddess posted the link to my August reading, but go check that out. It should be on the home page under general monthlies. It's also If you just go to the next page, then it should be one of those top readings. And if you watch this live, then you could see it in the replay of the live chat. Also, anybody who watches this in replay and you want to comment, feel free to comment or ask a question. Mage had created drama and issues with all the departments. I think my boss too. I mean, difficult situation for my boss. Can you see if my boss, Sally, is good for me? I believe she tries to help me. I think we looked at her once before, but I can see. I can look. Like, this could even be her, but let's see. Is your boss, Sally, good for you? Let's go with the tarot for that. Is your boss, Sally, good for you? I'm trying to remember. Okay, ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Be lots of money. And she gives you what you deserve, what you're worth. Yes. It's a good connection. And strength. And Five of Wands is interesting, but I feel like that could have something to do with the challenges, arguments or drama or infighting between people. But I think Sally has a lot to deal with when it comes to the employees. And not all of the employees getting along so great. I think Sarah did nasty things for her. But I generally avoid taking any sides in a work without involving too much emotions. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like she is on your side. She feels protective of you, actually. She does. Thank you, honey. I think everything is going your way. You got the right idea. Six of Cups makes me feel like I actually feel like Sally really likes you. Like I think she sees you as somebody she has known for a while, or she feels comfortable with, like she trusts you or something like that. Like you feel familiar to her and comfortable to her, like she trusts you. And because she trusts you, she's giving you her protection. So she is sort of protective of you. So you don't have to worry about that. But honestly, like I feel like maybe Mercury retrograde, you may see things that are not exactly true about Sally, maybe. So just don't don't jump to conclusions, because I don't know, but I feel like Sarah might be trying to mess with your interpretation of situations, something like that. Yeah, and you're protective of her too, because of how everybody's getting along. And I get that. Yeah. But yeah. It's kind of blurry. So let's see everything a little bit better. So what else am I feeling here? Yes, Mercury retrograde. So, I got the impression that, I feel like Sarah is one of these people who likes to manipulate and make and try to get you to believe something that isn't true. And in order to kind of dominate you in a way, like be dominate you because she's jealous of you. And so I feel like something with Sally, like right now you feel secure with Sally, but then there's this feeling like, is Sally really on your, like really looking out for me? And yes, I think ultimately she's always looking out for you, but Sarah might try to pull something on you to make you think that Sally's not taking care of you. So just be aware of that during retrograde. Some kind of information may come out that's not true, but it's meant for you to believe it. So for you during retrograde, I think take everything with a grain of salt and don't react to anything unless you get all the information. Like research it, look into it a little bit more, and don't just take things for face value. I feel that's what you gotta do. Don't take things with face value. All right. I think I'm feeling like it's time to wind down now. Yeah, that's good, but I think something coming up, not something that's already happened. I'm seeing something possibly come up. This is not in the cards though. This is just a vision. Okay. I don't have charms in my room. Sorry. In this location. No, nothing to worry about. I'm just saying, you know how when they say during retrograde, cross your T's, dot your I's, like don't take chances. Certain people have to do certain things. Like for me, I sometimes have to go to a plan B. I have to be flexible and go to plan B if plan A doesn't work out. Or for me, instead of trying to control things or plan things, I just get more creative. I just become more spiritual or just become more creative, and that's usually my way of getting through Mercury retrograde. For other people, also have to be careful with my finances and the computer, like not do anything like impulsively. Sometimes when I do something impulsively during retrograde, it really comes back to bite me. So I'm saying for you specifically during retrograde, don't listen to information just on face value because it could be false. That's what I was seeing. It's good if you make it good. It's all in your hands, Divine Goddess. See, you just keep leading with your heart and it will be good. Like, say for instance, like we're little school kids in a schoolyard and you have a little best friend, and let's say there's three girls. You have a best friend, and the best friend is kind of friends with somebody else, but you're not really friends with them. And then that person that's not really friends comes to you and says, Sally doesn't like you. She thinks you're stupid or whatever. Like, if you're a little kid, you might believe that and cry and be sad and run into the corner. As an adult, you take it you take it with a grain of salt, because you know when people act that way, out of jealousy or anything else, sometimes the information is false because they're trying to mess with you. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's even laughable. It's like, okay, yeah, whatever you say. It's like, you're so confident in your connections with people that what anybody else says is not going to bother you, right? Because you're confident enough that it doesn't make sense. It's wrong. Somebody did that to me once. Like, they spread rumors about me that were, it was false. It was a lie. And it was with my husband's side, my ex-husband's side of the family. But they all knew who I was as a person, and nobody believed the lady who was lying about me. They all like, yeah, Juanita wouldn't do that. And nobody like said anything to me because they all just like ignored the lady who was making the lie, and they just knew it was a lie because it was coming from her mouth. You know what I mean? So stuff like that happens a lot, and something like that might come up during retrograde. Just saying. Okay. Alrighty, you're welcome. I'm gonna go now and kick up my heels. Thank you everybody for joining me, and it was nice to see you again, Divine Goddess. And maybe next time I'll give you double charms. How about that? I'll be in my AC in my room, kicking up my feet and doing readings all night, and I'll give you a double charm reading. So appreciate everybody's generosity and visiting me and loving this channel, being a part of my life, giving me, you know what, during the hurricane, you guys are so sweet in your comments to me, and it really helps keep me going too when I feel all that loving energy from y'all. And I thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. Good night, Divine Goddess. Good night, everybody. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.